Welcome back, crew, to another beautiful day down at the inlet in Boats versus Haulover. Man and machine take on Mother Nature down at beautiful Haulover Inlet, Miami. Today's going to be an interesting one, kind of a rough day. Let's see how our captains fare as they take on the inlet. And this, of course, is going to bring us to the first round of our competition. And here in the first round, the boats are going to toss a Nortec in the ring to see if they can go ahead and get on the board first. But let's go, ring the bell, round one, bring it on. And our crew is coming out, throttle pinned. The crew in the back looks like they're having a good time. Love how Captain has everybody behind the helm, riding in the safe way. And this crew's easily going to make it out of Haulover, taking a win for the boats without any question here in the first round. And that's going to bring us to the second round of our contest. The boats go up 1-0 early. Let's see how the boats will fare in the second round as they're going to toss a Steeler yacht into the ring. And this one should be pretty hard for Haulover to take down. Look at all that freeboard. Oh no! Our girl is in the bow. It's gotten a little rough here at the end of the day, and she is getting absolutely drenched as they work their way out of Haulover. Now, nothing terrible here for the boat. I mean, it's a ton of freeboard. The boat appears to be handling it just fine, other than the wet windshield and the wet wife in the bow. The problem is that wet wife in the bow is probably going to be trouble later in the day, and unfortunately for that one, I'm going to have to give that crew the loss in the second round. And that's going to bring us to the third round of our contest, tied at 1 apiece. And here in the third round, the boats are going to toss a Midnight Express in the ring for midnight moves. Let's see it roll. This crew again, throttle opened up, boats riding level, just plowing its way through this chop. No issues whatsoever as this crew gets right on top of it and rides it on in and takes a win for the boats here in the third round, which will bring us to the fourth round of our contest. The boats have the 2-1 edge here in the fourth round, but the fourth round, we're going to see a striper stepping in the ring to see how it can fare against Haulover. Let's go round 4. So Cap's got the bow up on this one, getting the boat barely up on plane. Big wave! Gets vertical and slams down, but overall looks really solid. But look at how big this wave was that comes rolling through. I mean, they get basically completely airborne. The hard smack down on the bottom, but continues to work his way out of the inlet and looks okay at this point. They're starting to get out, but all of a sudden, once we get out here, things change. Cap has slowed down and is doing the old Haulover U-turn and is trying to work his way back in. Big yacht weight coming at him as well. And something is definitely wrong as Captain tries to come back around. So he's pulled the old Haulover U-turn for a reason, and it looks like he is definitely having engine trouble. So Haulover has smacked the life out of this boat with that one big wave back in the beginning, and now my man is trying to figure it out, and this one is never good. It's kind of a rough day here as well. The last time we actually had a boat have mechanical issues here at Haulover on a rough day, that boat sank. So we're not hoping the same thing for this guy. Hopefully he can get it figured out and get this boat back out of here without an issue. But right now, he's kind of limping his way in, which is not good. With the speed the current is ripping out of the inlet right now, that's going to give him a really hard time on trying to get this one safely back into port. So he's abandoning the idea, pushes the anchor off on the windlass, and he's going to try and drop. I think that's going to be tougher said than done here as well. Like, at least where he's sitting at the inlet, he's going to have to let an absolute crap ton of line out on this thing to get it to hold. But he's also in a bad spot. Like, he's kind of right where the rollers start kind of coming in, where the sandbar is in the inlet. Man, and things will stack up here. If a yacht comes rolling through and he's anchored in this spot, that could be all over for him. And as you guys have seen many times, people here at Haulover don't really slow down just because there's an issue. They can't really tell. I mean, if you're a yacht approaching from offshore at speed, you're not going to think anything of this guy just being in the middle of the inlet. So he just went up there and checked his anchor line. Of course, we can tell by the way it's sitting that it's not hooked at all. I'd be shocked if it's even on the ground. Again, gonna have to drop a ton of line here to really get it to hang on to anything. Now, the anchor being in the water probably does help a little bit. As he's being drug out, it's gonna keep the boat facing this way, but the reality is he kind of wants it turned around, as he would really rather the boat's bow be facing out in case something goes on. But here we can see he's still fighting with it, trying to get it running and try and get this thing going. I can't tell if it's a throttle cable issue or what, because he keeps playing with the throttle, going forward and back with it. I don't think he's trying to prime it or anything. I think for some reason it's just not wanting to go into gear. But he keeps going to the back. I don't know if he's messing with a bulb. Maybe he is trying to prime it there. Or he's resetting the batteries, trying to reset everything. It looks like it turned on for a moment, and it's back off as fast as it went on. I saw some commotion come from where the prop was, but it looks like it went right back off, and he's pulling the anchor up. So now maybe we've got her rolling again, and he's gonna try and get it brought back in. So definitely, there we go. The engine is back to life. Now, whether he's under full power or not, I have no earthly clue on that one. But hopefully he's got enough power just to limp his way back into the inlet. But again, Haulover did his job. It smacked the life right out of this boat with that big wave. And unfortunately for our captain, he's going to wind up taking a loss in the 4th round. And that's going to bring us to the 5th and final round of our contest. We are now tied at 2 apiece. The winner, it'll be decided right here in the 5th round. Here in the 5th round, though, the boats are going to go ahead and toss a Yamaha jet boat in the ring to see how it can fare. And Cap is not playing. He has that throttle laid open, hugging the north side of the inlet to try and get the calmer ride. But man, I feel bad. These girls up in the bow are definitely some rough riders as they are trying to hang on. But Cap, it looks like, is having to slow down as Haulover's just absolutely pounding them as they're working their way out. But Cap goes right back into that throttle, not letting up on the ladies. This is a tough one. It's a rough ride out. They make it out with no issues. Everybody's kind of smiling. I guess I'm going to have to give it to the boats on this one, and the boats are going to wind up taking the win in this episode. Thanks for watching, crew. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Boats vs. Haulover. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at the inlets. My channel, Broncos Guru, do some great comedy boating videos over there as well. And of course, we've got the Miami Boat Ramps channel that focuses on all the hilarity that happens in the boat ramps in South Florida. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here. If not, we're coming to steal your drain plug.